What is one thing you wish you could be really good at? When we were children, we thought about this a lot. We wanted to be famous or firemen or something dumb. But now, if you think about it, what would you choose? When I was 10, I really wanted to learn how to play the guitar. My mom let me use her old classical guitar that was unplayable, and I just would sit there for hours and play it. So I decided I was going to save up my money, go to a guitar shop, and buy an actual guitar. So I went there with my parents, and I fell in love with this guitar. I brought it home, I was super excited, and a few days later my parents had invited their friends over who were guitarists to look at the guitar. They look at it, they say, it's a bad choice, it'll be unplayable in a few years, you should take it back and exchange it for another one. So I was too sad to take it back, so they took it back for me. They picked out another one, they brought home my very first guitar that I could play. So that started off my guitar journey, and like a year later, I was getting nowhere. I couldn't play, I only knew like 2 songs, and they were really dumb. And I was just stuck. I was in a guitarist block. So my friend invites me to go to her teacher to take a lesson. I was really scared because I knew how bad I was. So I get there and I find out it's a group lesson. My nerves went from about there to there. So I go in, I sit in this room, the teacher comes in, she hands me a sheet of music. She's like, okay, I learned this, I'm going to go and help the other kids, I'll be back in half an hour, we'll do it for the parents. I was terrified, I couldn't read music, it was bad. After the lesson was over, after we did it for the parents, which I totally failed at, the teacher comes up to me and she basically tells me that I should quit playing the guitar, learn the drums, and that I had a voice that I'd never be able to sing with. I was crushed, I didn't play for about a year after that. It was this bad. So the pastor at our church decided that he would take me in and give me some tips and start teaching me. And he gave me great advice, and I got over this place I was stuck in. And I was invited during the youth band that the youth pastor put together at that time. And a group of about 5 kids, I was terrified. We went up on stage and we play, and it was not good. We didn't know what we were doing. But give us a few months and we're finally together and we're getting somewhere, and the youth pastor tells us that he has to go to a different church to serve there and that he wouldn't be able to help us anymore. So he puts us in the hands of a new person. The new person was great, but it was really hard for us to adjust. And it took us about a year to finally get back into things when the new person tells us that he has to go to the other side of the church and that he wouldn't be able to lead with us anymore. So now, here I am. I can't play very well. I was not ready for this, but I'm the only acoustic guitar, and it's my job to try to lead this band. I was just in a very bad situation. I would actually turn my guitar's volume all the way down so no one could hear me play. But I got over it, I turned my guitar up, and I learned how to play and lead the songs, and it was actually very good for all of us as a whole because we had to come together by force and go along with it. So now we are still together. It's been about 5 years, and we're playing for church and Sunday school and just random events, and we're doing really well. And this guitar has been such a blessing to me. When I'm sad, I can play and I can bring it to nursing homes, and it's unbelievable how much joy it can bring these people at these shelters or nursing homes when someone comes in and plays and sings for them. And I don't get it, but it's amazing. So we all have goals, we all have things that we want to do, but sometimes you'll give up or they're just too hard. But don't give up, because it'll be totally worth it in the end. And our choices that we're making right now are super important. So all the choices that you're making now, are they pointing you towards your goal, or are they hindering you from reaching it? We have to look at that, we have to focus on that, or else we will get off track. Because the steps that we take right now, they determine our future. So keep up with it, don't give up on your goal, and good luck.